All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, I'm just sharing the live with a few people. If y'all have any questions, leave them in the live chat. And if y'all will share the live, be greatly appreciated. But yeah, these scammers love to get on a phone call with you because it gives them the opportunity. I see a lot of people who fix credit use ChatGPT now. Yeah. So just about anything you do can work when it comes to fixing your credit. Even ChatGPT can work. The problem I have with ChatGPT is the credit bureaus, the way that ChatGPT drafts the letters, they know it's coming from AI. So you got AI battling AI instead of a human typing up letters or an attorney typing up letters, and it's just a totally different ball game. What's going on, man? I always forget your name. Ernesto. I think your name's Ernesto. I can't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I don't know how long I'll be on here, y'all. I am tired. Between basketball and the gym, the first 2 days this week. Today was leg day. I ain't got nothing left. I'm honestly ready to just lay down and relax. I'm worn out. Yes. Okay. I thought that was your name. Sorry, y'all. I'm in my group chat with the basketball guys talking about last night. This guy got shook so bad. I have not seen anybody get shook that bad in years. And the guy hasn't played ball in years. And they were like, he's still good. And he showed last night he's still good. Ernie is easier. Yes. Yeah, I like that. That's a lot easier to remember. I can definitely remember that because you haven't played with me. Hey, I'll be the first to tell you I am not the ball player I was 5 years ago. Definitely not the player I was 15, 20 years ago. I mean, I could jump out of the gym when I was in my 20s. Not now. Not now. My trainer's always asking me, have you tried to see how high you can jump? And like, I don't know, I'm scared to jump. He said, you scared you're going to jump out of the gym again? I said, no, those days are over with. Yeah, I miss those days, man. I miss those days. I used to love going into a gym where nobody's ever seen me play, and somebody go up for a layup, and I'm behind them, and I just pin it on the backboard. Not anymore. Not anymore. So Ernesto, since I got another CRO in the chat, and I'm only asking this because I know there's so many opinions. Sorry, I got a text message. So there's so many opinions on how TSR affects credit repair consultations and how to go about it. Sprained ankle, 15 minutes, you're good. Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, it was. Now, sprained ankle, you're out. Your career's over with. All right. So back to my question to you. And again, the reason I'm asking you this is because so many different CROs have their own opinion on it. And obviously, I'm going to go by what my attorneys tell me, not everybody's opinion. What's your opinion on consultations and speaking to a consumer before they sign up for your services? And do you think it does violate TSR or does it not violate TSR? I feel like I know your answer, but I want to know what your answer is and where you got that from. Was it from an attorney or was it from Google or is it just what everybody's telling you? And if you don't want to answer it, just tell me you don't feel like answering it. I have no problem with that. And I'm only asking this because I know you're a CRO as well. Yeah. So the way it was explained to me, and I'll add a little to it. So the scammers love having phone consultations because it gives them the opportunity to lie to consumers. And the attorney said this is why TSR is such a big thing in credit repair and why they don't want you to. So to me, it doesn't make sense because if you think about it, okay, so yes, a phone consultation gives a scammer the opportunity to tell the consumer what they want to hear so they can scam them. But if they don't get any information, it's harder to get them to sign up for your services because it's like, okay, you do credit repair, but I want to speak to somebody first. So I get it from the consumer standpoint, like, hey, we want to speak to somebody. And most consumers want to speak to us because they want us to review the report and give them an answer whether we can help them or not. Well, I don't care what any CRO is saying, even you, no offense. The only way you know if you can help a consumer is by disputing those negative items. You can look at that report till you're blue in the face. You can see every account you've removed before for previous consumers. That does not mean you can do it for this new consumer. The only way you know is by sending in disputes because we don't know how we don't know how the creditor is going to respond. We don't know how the bureaus are going to respond. We don't know if the bureaus are even going to do their job and forward the dispute to the creditor to do an actual investigation. And if they do, are they going to do an actual investigation? A lot of times they don't. A lot of times they don't. And this is why I tell people, yeah, I mean, you know, consumers don't want to hear, and I'm assuming you say the same thing as me. We can't promise and guarantee you to remove anything. We can't promise and guarantee a score increase because we can't. And my attorneys are going to tell you the same exact thing. As a matter of fact, it's in my agreement and it's in the attorney's agreement that you have to sign as well. Because you have to sign one for me and you have to sign one for the attorneys. And Ernesto, I hope you reached out to those attorneys. And if you haven't, you should. I feel like it's a it's an amazing investment, in my opinion. It takes all the work out of your hand and directly into their hands. Anyway, I was going somewhere with this. Okay, so what I try to tell consumers, most people, I would say everybody but me, I think I'm the only person that would tell a consumer this if they're trying to fix their own credit and get an attorney involved. Do not dispute the old addresses first. Don't dispute none of the personal information first. And I know that sounds crazy, probably even to you, Ernie. I forgot you said Ernie because that's short. Here's why it's a good idea not to get that stuff removed first. We all know a lot of times they will auto verify your information, especially Experian, based on old addresses. If you dispute everything that's inaccurate, everything that's incomplete, including the payment history, and they come back and say it's verified as accurate, and they use those old addresses, guess what? That's literally all it takes to sue them if you have the right attorney. Because how did you verify this is accurate when I just showed you 20 inaccuracies on that account? Because you auto verified the account. A lot of times they don't even send this information to the creditor. The credit bureaus themselves will auto verify this stuff. And Ernie, you know this. You know this. I'm, And sorry, y'all, I'm not ignoring y'all. I got my basketball group chat going on. What did he say? Call each other. Again, if anybody has any questions, just leave them in the live chat. But yeah, so for me, with my customers, when they sign up, I let them know that um, they will have the consultation with the attorneys later on in the program. If they have collections, we address them before any phone call. They send out letters to the creditors, and the goal there is to trigger violations so we can sue them to get it removed, get the debt waived, and get money in their pocket. And then after the 90 days, then you have the video call. Now, if you don't have collections within about a week or two, they'll set up the video call with you to go over any potential FCRA claims for the charge offs and stuff like that. Because obviously, collections and charge offs are two different things. And I'm sorry, y'all. I am tired. I think I told y'all at the beginning of the live. This thing's choking me. It's been a long 2 days between working out yesterday morning. Then I had basketball last night. Then I had to train legs this morning. I'm beat. Thankfully, I did all my litigation agreements last night, so I don't have to do them today. How'd you know Pastor of Disaster? Was it the hoodie that gave it away? Man, I love this thing. I tell you, I got this at Bell's Outlet. I think it's Bell's Outlet. So I got it for the low low. You know me, Pastor of Disaster. I'm cheap. I ain't got to wear name brand and fancy stuff. Now my shoes, that's a whole nother story. I got to have my basketball shoes. But as far as my clothes, man, I go to Brother Charlie's. I don't care. God didn't put me on this earth to impress anybody based on the clothes I wear. Oh yeah, man. Hey, it's been in the 20s, man, in the mornings, and I ain't built for that stuff. I am not built for cold weather. No, those aren't. Those are Ja Morant's, the guy that plays for Memphis, and my Kyries are in the they're in the Jeep because that's what I play in. I actually play in these whenever we play on concrete in a warehouse. Uh, oh, my Kobe's are on the front porch. I promise you, I got Kobe's on. I'm the biggest Kobe fan ever. There's no debate there. Um, Everybody used to call me the White Kobe, which is funny, but that was years ago when I was still very good at basketball, and I am not anymore. I have my moments. I have my moments, but it's not consistent. At 41, I just don't heal like I used to, and after a couple games, it's like I think I'm good. I literally only played one game last night. It was cold in the gym. They wouldn't turn the heat on for some reason. I played one game, went over there and put my hoodie on, and I watched the rest. MOA or MO Adventurer, what's going on? I'm assuming you're probably traveling today. Edward, I don't know if you've listened to Stanley's voice message or not, but I'm reading and it's like, yeah, I probably shouldn't open that. They call me JJ Barea. The LeBron killer. The LeBron killer. Oh, JJ Barea, the 5'10" white guy that shut down LeBron in the finals. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild if you think about it. I mean, it really is. And that to me, 2011 was the last year of one of the greatest eras of basketball. 2012 was the beginning of what I, like Shaq and others, considered a cupcake era, and it's still the cupcake era right now. They don't play defense. All they want to do is dribble and shoot threes and score the ball. Nobody cares about playing defense no more. That's why I quit watching the NBA. It's terrible. In my opinion, it's terrible. It's garbage. And again, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't. If you don't agree, that's fine. I'm not mad at you. But I liked it when they played defense. And this younger generation, they want to say that, oh, those were plumbers back then, and they play defense today. It just looks like they don't because the offensive player is so much better. Like, no, they literally don't play defense. I'm eating homemade KFC bowl at work. Okay, that sounds good. We had Chili's today. They have a pretty good burger that you can get for $7.99 on Tuesdays. I forgot the name of it, honestly. But yeah, when it comes to the phone calls, scammers love phone calls because it gives them the opportunity to tell you what you want to hear. Um, you got to be careful when signing up for credit repair. There's very, very few, and Ernie will tell you that I'm telling that this is true, that there's very few companies that are doing things the right way. Everybody's taking shortcuts. Everybody's sending in FTC reports, police reports, sweeping your credit, using the TransUnion data breach, Equifax data breach. It's all a bunch of BS, and you're just committing fraud is all you're doing by doing that. Actually home today, traveled over the weekend. Been running around Kentucky route from Missouri on Mondays, and I do an Arkansas route over the weekend. Nice. Making that money, putting them miles in. That's good. Nothing wrong with staying busy, making that money. Got to make money to pay them bills because they come every month. I don't care if you're ready for them or not, they coming. Another thing you got to be careful of is these scammers. They want you to pay one-time fees. And the reason they want you to pay one-time fees is because once you realize you've been scammed, they got all their money, so they don't care. And you can ask for a refund till you blue in the face. You're not getting a refund. That's why it's best to do subscription-based credit repair where you charge a processing fee and a monthly fee. That way you can cancel anytime you want. If you're not happy after 1 month, cancel. 2 months, cancel. 3 months. Whatever it is, you can cancel whenever you want to. Andres over at Pinnacle Scammers Management loves consultations. He probably violates TSR more time in a day than several companies combined. He loves one-time fees as well. Oh yeah, I mean, he gets on there, he talks all professional, and no offense, he turns into a car salesman. Well, he turns into a bad car salesman. Obviously, he don't turn into a good one like you, but you know what I'm trying to say. They know how to talk to people and tell them what they want to hear. So whenever I use that car salesman analogy, I'm really referring to the buy here, pay here places, really, because they definitely lie to you and tell you what you want to hear. But yeah, they want the one time fee because they got their money. They don't give two shits, excuse my language, if your credit gets fixed or not. They don't. Not like, you just paid me my $2,000. I'm good to go. They're going to do a credit sweep once or twice, and then they're just going to tell you, oh, it didn't work. Sorry. And they'll even put in their agreement that you sign that they will give you a refund. They'll put it all over their website. But I know y'all seen the reviews about Pinnacle Credit Repair, and we all know that's my favorite person to talk about. When people ask for refunds, he simply doesn't give them the refund. He's not going to. I mean, you're literally paying him through Zelle to some guy named Josh. His name's Andre. He probably doesn't even have a bank account. They probably won't let him have a bank account because he scams so many consumers. Oh man, I hate this thing. It's my iPhone. If I lay it down just right, it's gonna screenshot every single time. So if you get the account deleted and you settle with the creditor collection agency afterwards, can the account reappear on my credit file? It can, because a lot of their systems are automated. So it depends on when you pay and when you settle. Now, if you dispute something, if you dispute that collection or charge off, whatever it is, for inaccuracies, and they remove it because it's inaccurate, and then they put it back on there without telling you why, then that's a violation that you can sue them for. They have to let you know why they reinserted the account. And they're not going to do that, I'll go ahead and tell you. So you'll have them on that. Now, if you're working with my company, again, this is not trying to convince you or anybody else. I'll tell y'all, just like I tell her, I don't care who you sign up with. If we sue a creditor or the credit bureaus for an account that's inaccurate or incomplete, and then they put it back on there, not only are you going to get money for the first deletion, once it's reinserted on your credit report, they're going to get 2, 3 to 4 times the amount they got the first time. So if they got $5,000 the first time, they're going to get up to $20,000 the next time they sue them. And I'm sorry, y'all. I don't think y'all have any idea how tired I am right now. Vanessa, are you on here? If Vanessa's on here, she can tell you how tired I am. When I got home last night, I didn't even turn the TV on. I went to the couch, laid down, and went straight to sleep. I mean, straight to sleep. And then I didn't even want to go to the gym this morning, but I made myself. I have to force myself. When you get old, you have to force yourself to go to the gym. And I say that like I'm 60 years old. I'm 41, which to me, that's old. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you're still young. You're still young. I don't feel young. I don't feel like I did when I was 20. I don't feel like I did when I was 35. But I do enjoy going to the gym. I'm glad that I make myself go to the gym. It's worth it to me. I am here under my SLS YouTube. Okay, so that's you. That's been okay. I got it. Oh, but yeah, she can tell you. Last night, I'm telling you, when I got home, I went straight to the couch. Didn't even turn the TV on, and I always turn the TV on. Most of the time, I can't even sleep with a TV on. Okay, yeah, I did. I'm telling you, I was tired. Very, very tired. Sorry, y'all. I'm responding to an email. To Anybody got any questions? I may hop off here in a minute. I do have 3 litigation underwriting agreements to do, but then I'm going to go take me a nap. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. No, don't tell them what the first date of delinquency is. Make them do their job, because they're more than likely not going to do it. And you don't have to state the law, but you can put 15 U.S. Code 1681 EB in there if you want to. I mean, that's totally up to you, but Some people add laws to their factual disputes. Others don't. So it really, honestly, it just depends on if you want to add that law or not. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, if y'all don't mind, like it. Like the live. Share this anywhere you can. If we get enough people on here, I'll stay on the live. Y'all already know that. But I won't be mad if you don't because I'm so tired. But I don't mind at all as long as there's enough people on here and somebody's asking questions. I was trying to find one of my old posts, but I can't find it. Yeah, so you can try that law, and then whether they verify it or whatever they reply with, then you can use 15 U.S. Code 1681 I-7. That's usually what we use on round two. So you have a right to know exactly how the credit bureaus handled the dispute. So we always use that on round two. Well, I say when I was using consumer laws, which I don't use consumer laws anymore. But you can definitely include that in your second round dispute. Sorry. No, so if you're going to dispute the date of first delinquency, what I would do, if you want to take the time to do it, screenshot. Let's say you're using Smart Credit, Identity IQ, or something like that. Take a screenshot of the account and highlight the date of first delinquency across all three bureaus so they can see that it's inaccurate and why you're actually disputing it. And the 1681B requires the credit bureaus to follow reasonable procedures to ensure maximum possible accuracy of every item that they place on your credit report. And I know some CRs would tell you, well, that doesn't mean it has to be 100% correct. 100% is maximum possible accuracy. 99% is not maximum possible accuracy. 90% is not maximum possible accuracy. I want this to be 100% accurate, or it doesn't need to be on my credit report. I'm still trying to find that old post, but I can't find it for some reason. Oh, anybody got any questions? We're about to hit the 30-minute mark, so probably about to hop off of here. I've actually got some errands to run too. Got to go to the post office. I haven't checked my mail in a while. I always drop the letters off for other companies at the one, they're opposite directions. And instead of going to the one where my mail goes, I go to the opposite because they don't make me sit there and wait. I can just hand it to them because it has all the right postage already on it. But Ray the King, if you're still on here, screenshot the reports side by side from like Identity IQ, Smart Credit, My Free Score Now, My Score IQ. But don't just point out the date of first delinquency. Point out everything that's inaccurate and everything that's incomplete. If the payment history is wrong, point that out as well. Your letter should be so long and so thorough that it'd be impossible for them to take the time to actually fix all those errors. A lot of CROs don't want to do that because it's very, very time consuming to draft those letters with everything that's inaccurate and everything that's incomplete. And you may not even want to do it either, but I'm just telling you, it strengthens your case if you have to sue them, if you have to sue the credit bureaus and or creditors. What's really great is when we can sue the credit bureaus and the creditors because neither one of them did their job. Meaning, you sent the letter to the bureaus forwarded it to the creditor forwards it back, and nobody done their job. That's where the big money's at when you can sue them both. All right, I'm gonna ask one more time. Does anybody have any questions before I hop off of here? If y'all do have any questions, yeah, you have a good day too. Y'all can text me. I don't think I put that in the chat. You're very welcome. Again, I'm here to help y'all, whether y'all sign up for my services or not. I don't care. I'm going to help y'all any way that I can. Y'all can text me or email me if you don't want to ask questions on the live or in the comment section. If you do want to sign up for our services, the first link is going to be the sign up form. The second link is going to be for our credit repair course. It's $497. And then the last link is going to be to set up a 15-minute call to ask questions. I don't know why it says 30 minutes on the end of the link. When you go in there, it's only going to be a 15-minute call. But y'all are able to hop on a phone call with me just to ask questions. We can't have a consultation and go over your credit report and discuss that on the call. If you decide to go with our company, you will have a credit consultation with one of the attorney and their assistants at a later date, depending on if you have collections or not. Again, if you have collections, we're going to address those right away. Wait 90 days, and then they're going to set up a video call with you to go over any responses that you got from the creditors or these debt collectors, or if you haven't received a response. And then we'll go over the potential FCRA violations for the charge-offs, the repossessions, student loans, child support, stuff like that. So again, you can send me a text message to the 512-567-5410. You can email me at everythingcredit@icloud.com, or you can go directly to the link to sign up for our services, buy our course, or set up a 15-minute phone call with me. That's all I got for now. Until the next live, I hope y'all have a great day, and I will see y'all soon.